Hello to all of my peeps. It's so good to see you here today from my chair, episode 244. I'm going to give you a belated happy Thanksgiving. Yes, I know it's not Thanksgiving. In fact, we're probably all now have shifted into the Christmas mode, but I didn't record a lesson for last week, which was Thanksgiving, and so I wanted to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and and also to express my gratitude about how thankful I am to each of you and for each of you. And it goes along with the lesson for this week. But to me, I see every view, and I don't know if you pay attention to it, to how many views are per lesson, but I see every view as a sacrifice of somebody's time and attention. And I never want to forget that. I never want to take that for granted. So I am so very thankful to each of my peeps that take time and life and sacrifice to watch these. I'm honored and I'm humbled, and I just wanted you to know that I was grateful. So I know we're all into the Christmas mode, and that's okay. I needed a break from this from last week, but I do have a lesson for you, and it does have to do with being grateful and things. But let's jump into our lesson for today. Grab your Bible, and we're going to go back to the book of Ruth. In the last episode, I started a topic that I know very little about because I'm not in that space. But what I do know, what I did know, what I do know now, is that I have a deep desire to help a group of very, very precious peeps, aged peeps, senior saint peeps. I want to help them walk through their season of life well. And I know the Holy Spirit told me, He said, do it, do this. I'm like, oh, seriously, I haven't been here before. How can I help them? And He's like, you know what, use my word as your source. And more specifically, immerse yourself into the book of Ruth. But don't study Ruth, you've already done that. Study Naomi. Study Naomi. So last week we looked at last episode, we looked at Ruth chapter 1, verses 6 and 7. And we marked some things. Hopefully you marked them. Verse 6, she arose. And verse 7, she went forth. So she arose, she went. So we said, number one, as much as is possible, get up, get moving. Get up, get moving. Were you able to breathe in some fresh air this week? I know it's cold outside for most of you. Many of my peeps today are snowed in, no school because of the snow. For us, it's rain, lots and lots and lots of rain, but I can still breathe in some fresh air. Did you feel any sunshine on your face? Like for us, it's raindrops, but for many of you, it's snowflakes. But did you feel that this week? Did you open your blinds? Open your blinds. Get some sunshine in your house. Get up and get moving. Even if it's just a little bit, get up and get moving. So let's look at Naomi's life and glean something else helpful for today. Very interesting today. Let's dive into this. Ruth chapter 1, let's look at verses 8 and 9. And Naomi said, now stop there. Stop right there for a second. This is the first time that she is talking. Now, in verse number 6, she had heard. In verse 7, she went forth and returned to the land, went on the way to return to the land of Judah. But this is the first time that she actually speaks. She actually talks. All right, so verse 8. And Naomi said unto her two daughters-in-law, go, return each to her mother's house. The Lord deal kindly with you, as ye have dealt with the dead and with me. Verse 9. The Lord grant you that ye may find rest, each of you in the house of her husband. Then she kissed them, and they lifted up their voice and wept. So what is Naomi doing in these two verses? I love this. I love this. You ready? She is very tenderly saying, thank you. Very tenderly saying thank you. She is saying thank you to her daughters-in-law for all that they have done for her. And not just for her, I don't know if you caught it, but had dealt with the dead and with me. So she wasn't just thanking them for herself, she was thanking them for Elimelech, Mahlon, and Chilion. Isn't that interesting? The first time she speaks, it's with gratitude. Naomi is expressing her gratitude. So what can she teach us? What can she teach you as my precious senior saint? Number 2, express your gratitude. Express your gratitude. Don't be stingy with it. We're stingy with gratitude. I think sometimes we think that it makes us feel less than if I express my gratitude to people. Well, I don't want to make them feel better than me. I don't want to make them look any better. Oh, stop. Why are we so stingy with gratitude? It shouldn't make you feel any way other than grateful and wanting someone else to feel like, hey, I did something that they needed. I don't know if you noticed it, but in verse 9, we even find a physical tenderness attached to her gratitude. You say, what do you mean? She kissed them. Isn't that interesting? That was a very tender thing. She kissed them. Gratitude goes a long way when you find yourself needing to rely on someone else. It goes a long way. Even when you're not having the best of days, gratitude helps others have an added dose of patience. I don't know if you've ever noticed it, but the first emotional response we see from Naomi is gratitude. Not frustration. Now, we'll see it later on. I don't know, maybe we'll get to it, maybe we won't. But we'll see it later on. But the very first emotional response she has is gratitude. And she actually takes time to express her gratitude. Now, pay attention to that. Because just because you think grateful thoughts doesn't mean that the other person knows that you're grateful. Oh, I said thank you to him in my head. Okay, that doesn't help any. That doesn't help any. That doesn't help them to know that you're thankful and you're grateful. You're going to need to find good ways to express your gratitude. Can I say this? Notice that Naomi did not have an attitude of entitlement. You say, what do you mean, Miss Edge? After all I've been through, you owe me, girls. Ruth, Orpah, you owe me. After everything I've been through, you owe me. Elimelech is gone, your sons are gone, and you're what's left, so you don't have a choice. Boy, that attitude of entitlement, that can hurt. That can hurt those that are caring for you and that are loving you. But it is easy to get that mentality sometimes. Be careful, because what you may end up doing is pushing away the people that love you and are trying to help you. So get rid of that attitude of entitlement. Oh, they owe me. I birthed them into this world. Get rid of that attitude of entitlement. Are you entitled? Yeah, probably. After all you did for us, my generation. But gratitude goes a long way. Don't stop saying thank you. Don't quit expressing your gratitude. Well, they know I'm grateful, all right. Would it hurt you to tell them? Would it hurt you to tell them that you're grateful? If they already know it, then it should be easy to do, right? Think about that for a second. My mother-in-law, I'm calling her, she's my Nan. She's Nan. I call her Nan, and Mama E, my mother-in-law. She loved a clean house. Her blinds were always open. I told you that a couple of weeks ago when we started this. Her blinds were always open. Always open. Except at night. Except at night. That was kind of creepy, right? So we closed our blinds at night. Her house was always clean. The dishes were done. The laundry was done. And she even went so far, I love it, she hung things up when she was doing Daddy Edge's shirts and stuff. and she wanted them nice and pressed and clean and no wrinkles. So she would hang them up, and she'd put them on a hanger above the door on the door jamb. She'd hang them up, bum, 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 and I'd walk in and smell me. Oh, Nan's been doing laundry. The floors were always swept, and the novelties and the knickknacks were dusted. The bathrooms are always scrubbed. In 2022, my mother-in-law, Sarah Edge, had a very unexpected appointment with the Lord. And he took her. He took her to heaven. Since February of 2022, one of the things that I do to love Nan and to love my father-in-law, Daddy Edge, is I clean his house. Again, I'm just saying, I'm using this as an illustration. I clean his house, and it never ceases to amaze me how grateful that man is. Every single week, he just overflows with gratitude. No, I don't do it all like she did. How could I? They were married almost 50 years when she passed. I'm not going to do everything perfect. I'm not going to do it all like she did it. I'm going to miss things. I'm going to forget things. I'm going to break things. I'm not going to do things perfectly the way she did it and the way she likes it. But that's not what I hear about ever. I never hear about the things that I missed. I hate dusting. Nan loved it. She wanted all her novelties. That's what you call them, her novelties. She wanted all of those dusted, and they were. I hate dusting. If I don't get to it when I go over there and clean, I am fine with that. I am fine with that. Now, eventually I have to, yes. I do not like dusting. To me, if the laundry's done and the bathrooms are clean, the kitchen and everything's swept, I'm good to go. I can go without the dusting. He never says a word. Never says a word of criticism. It's always gratitude, expressed gratitude. Is it the difference between cleaning and not cleaning? No. I'm going to do it because it's mine to do. So if he don't say thank you, then you're done. No, it don't work like that. But it sure does help. Especially on the tougher, maybe busier days, it helps. Find ways to express your gratitude. I recently went to help my mom decorate for Christmas. She's probably laughing right now. And she got all the things that I love for our peppermint mocha. I love a peppermint mocha. And she got all the things that I love for that to make it all delicious. So we would have one of those before we started that decorating and things. Christmas music on the TV. She told me stories about all these ornaments, and I've never heard a lot of the stories before. Told me stories, but it's just so beautiful. She just kept saying, "This is so beautiful. Thank you. I could not have done this. Her health won't allow her to do a lot of that. Thank you for doing this." But it's so interesting because we were resting one of the evenings, and she just looked at me. She's like, I was noticing your pocketbook. It was a little rough. Hey, it was. It was definitely rough. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm really rough on pocketbooks. She's like, I'd like to get you a new pocketbook. I'm like, Mom, you don't have to do that. It's almost Christmas. I was going to put it on my Christmas list. She's like, no, I just want to say thank you for helping me. So we went to the Belk, and they was having a amazing banger of a sale. And my mama got me a new pocketbook just to say thank you. She didn't have to. Didn't do it for that. I loved it. I wanted to help, and it was so much fun. I'll never forget those moments together with that. But it was thank you. She wanted to express her gratitude. And by the way, she doesn't know this, but I've been praying for a new pocketbook. I knew mine was rough. I've been praying for one. God said, let me do this for you. Naomi was grateful, and she very tenderly expressed it. May I encourage you, my aged peep, my precious senior saint, let gratitude be your first emotional response. Your go-to, your overflow. Let gratitude be what you gravitate towards first, not being fussy or grouchy or grumpy. Let gratitude be your go-to. Let gratitude be that first emotional response that you have towards other people that are trying to love you and care for you and do things for you. Be grateful and express it. Don't just think it, do it. Do gratitude. Gratitude is an action. Love is an action. Do something. Well, I can't go buy a pocketbook. Okay, can you say thank you? Can you say thank you? Can you write a little note? Can you send a text? Be grateful. Be like Naomi. In these verses, she showed and expressed gratitude to Ruth and Orpah for all that they had done for her. Let's do that. Let's be like Naomi. Let gratitude be your first emotional response. Don't forget Lydia at 11 in her journey to remain cancer free. No, go be amazing today.